Alright, I'm going to try to make this short because the longer these videos go, the more likely they are to get interrupted. And this is like the 6th time I've made this video. I just keep getting interrupted. I delivered to Dollar General. This isn't going to be a driving video. This is going to be me explaining my day video. I delivered to Dollar General Thursday morning at like 6 a.m. Easy drop and hook. That is an awesome place. They have a parking lot out front. It's like drive-through parking, like in a rest area. Tons of room in the facility. The parking lot they have out in front of the facility is tons of room. Just like, it is the best distribution center I've ever been to. It is awesome. Great place. Tons of room. Huge amounts of room. You can basically straight back every spot there because there's so much room out in front of all the parking spots. Amazing facility. Got in and out of there real quick and easy. I had 2 empty trailers to choose from. I ended up snagging up an old Celadon trailer. You can still read Celadon along the side of it. It's a decent trailer. It's not great. Getting from Janesville, Wisconsin to Kenosha, Wisconsin. So as soon as I did the drop and hook, I made my way over to Kenosha. I actually made my way to North Chicago. There's a TA in North Chicago, Illinois, right on the border of Wisconsin. So Kenosha, Wisconsin is like 10 miles north of Illinois. And this TA is like a mile from the border. So I made my way over that TA. It was 71 miles east. And I had to take a bunch of back roads to get there. There were a bunch of road closures. I had to do 2 weigh stations on these backwoods country roads. The way they had the weigh station set up is that the weigh station was servicing 2 highways. And it was a single weigh station for both directions for 2 highways. So it was at a 4-way between 2 highways, and I had to make a left-hand turn and go onto another highway and get over to it. So, yeah, I had to do that twice. 2 different weigh stations set up like that on those country roads that I had to take to get over there. But I made it over there, and I tried to, I have an issue with the APU, is just the coolant leak is really bad right now with the APU. It's to the point where I basically had to shut off the valves supplying coolant to the APU because it was draining my coolant out and causing engine errors, flow coolant. No temperature issues. I don't have any temperature issues. The temperature in the truck is awesome. Like I've never had this truck basically get. I'm questioning whether or not the thermometer works for the engine temperature because it's basically just sets at 140 all the time. But yeah, the engine stays really cool all the time. But whenever I went to shut off the valves to the coolant, I noticed that some coolant was dripping out of the valve. So I asked TA there in North Chicago, where I was hanging out at, if they could replace those 2 valves for me. And they said, yeah. And then 2 hours later, they told me no. They called around to several different places, and they were told that they would have to get the part from an APU carrier dealer. And they said they don't have an account with them, so they couldn't get the part. So I was like, okay. And the guy was nice enough, told me that since he wasn't able to do anything, he wouldn't charge me anything. I was like, I appreciate it. Rural trucking, Carl, I can't. I didn't catch it. All in old transformers. And copper thieves see those things, and they would. I'm surprised he doesn't have like a line of old beat to crap pickup trucks with trailers waiting for him to pull over somewhere so they can rip the copper out of those things. did not charge me because they couldn't do anything. But I was there for like 2 hours while they called around and tried to get parts. So once that was over with, I took a shower and I tried to stay awake because my pickup for this load was not until 10 a.m. Friday morning. I plan on getting up at 7 a.m. Friday and going over there early and checking in and see if they can get me loaded early. So I wanted to be in bed by 11. But after taking the shower and everything, it was like 2:30. And I ended up staying awake until maybe 4 o'clock, maybe 4:30. And I was so tired, I was like, there's no way I'm making it till 11. It's like, I'll just take a nap. So I laid down and basically slept until 7 a.m. Now I woke up once or twice throughout the night and used the bathroom. But for the most part, I pretty much slept all night long. And that was me kind of like catching up on sleep from the day before when APU Center wasted my day. I can see why people stop buying APUs. Like, APUs are going out of favor. They're starting to try to find something other than APUs because APU mechanics are bad. They're just horrible mechanics. And the parts for these APUs are, like, they try to make them really proprietary, where it's just you have to go through the dealer to get the parts, and it's a real pain in the ass. So, and the dealers are all like air conditioner repairmen. They have $300 an hour rates. So APU Center is about the only place I get my APU worked on because they only charge $90 an hour. Only $90 an hour. It's a third of the price of the air conditioner people though. But yeah, my APU is out of service until I get back to APU Center because it is just actively leaking. I think the water pump just blew out. I'm really, really pissed off right now because I just paid them to diagnose that issue and they charged me $90 and did not do it. Anyway, let's get off that. I've already ranted and raved about that. So all these four-wheelers stacked up here to take this exit. At least they're not like cutting that guy off to take the exit. They just cut me off. They whipped around me at like 80 miles an hour to get in front of me to take the exit, not the guy in front of me. Is that one of the huge transformers? Like that one truck that just passed me had a bunch of the little transformers that go on lines, like on the poles. Is this one of the enormous transformers that goes on the ground? I don't think so. This looks like a container. Yeah, it's just containers. It's like, man, that's weird. It's just a step decker hauling a couple of containers. Step decker living that container driver life. This guy just sped up on me. I've been passing him, and now he just sped up on me. Maybe he's just getting up some speed for this hill. I'm not sure. Well, now the hill's got him slowing down. I think, yeah, maybe he was just getting some speed for the hill. Kind of understandable, but he's got like a whole bunch of cars behind me pissed off. need to. What the hell is wrong with him? He's over there drifted into the left-hand lane. So I got. Okay. Did I even talk about the fuel situation yet? Okay, so anyway, let's just go through this. I think I left off at the. I was at the. I slept the whole night. Got up at 7 a.m. Drove over to the place. They got me in straight into a door. They started loading me almost immediately. That place was really tight. Really tight. It's one of those places where there's trailers on both sides, and it's one of those places that's so tight that if there's a tractor attached to a trailer across from a place you're trying to back into, you cannot get into that spot. It's one of those places that's so tight that you cannot back into a spot by backing around somebody. You have to back to the left. You have to go into a spot to the left of someone to be able to get into it. A day cab might have been able to back around somebody. A yard dog could have definitely backed around somebody. A day cab, maybe. I think I did see a day cab back around somebody. But I tried to get into a spot by backing around somebody, and I got set up for the spot, and I was basically in a position where the ass end of my trailer was just barely going into the spot, and the front of the trailer, I was at like a 90-degree jackknife, and the front of my trailer was only a couple of feet away from the trailer across from the spot. So I had no room to swing my truck around and get back in front of the trailer. I made the attempt to get into the spot, but that was the spot to just park at, to go in and check in with shipping and receiving. So since I couldn't get into that spot, I just went ahead and parked and a little further down, just blocking a whole bunch of shit, and ran in real quick and checked into the office. But a really tight place. I don't know if I'm gonna avoid going there ever again, but it's definitely not a place I want to go back to again. But if the rate is right, I'll remember in the future that the Rust-Oleum in Kenosha, Wisconsin is really tight. It is basically as tight as the Kimberly-Clark in Romeoville, Illinois. Romeoville, Illinois, Kimberly-Clark was really tight as well. It might not be as tight as that one, because that Kimberly-Clark in Romeoville was so tight that even without other trucks parked across from you or next to your spot, it was tough to get into the spot. Like, the nose of my truck was, only a couple feet away from the trailers across from the spot when I was trying to swing it into the spot. It was really tight at Kimberly-Clark. But that's probably the norm whenever you get anywhere near Chicago. I don't know. Like, it was only 70 miles away from the Dollar General. That Dollar General was probably the nicest place I've ever been to. Had the most room of any place I've ever been to. Worlds of difference. Just 70 miles apart. Okay, so let me think. I think that's about, the fuel situation. So they got me out of there at like 9. It was half the weight that was listed on the load board. Load board had it listed at like pretty much a max weight load, around 42,000 pounds. Well, it was only 20,000 pounds. I didn't even bother scaling it or anything. I just slid the tandems all the way forward. Really quick to load me. Got out of there like 9:30. Hit the road. Kansas before I headed out west. But Oakley is not on my fuel network for my XPO card. Now I can still fuel there, and I can use the Comdata card with USA Truck, and I get 15 cents a gallon off of the cash price. Well, the cash price I think is $2.19 a gallon, so I pay like $2.19.9, so basically $2.20 a gallon. So I pay like $2.05 a gallon there, which makes it not that amazing. Salina, Kansas is on the XPO network, and it's about $1.92 a gallon there. So I didn't think I had enough fuel to make it all the way to either one of them. So I was trying to figure out somewhere to fuel up before then, and I was trying to decide whether to fill it up or just put in like 50 gallons. So I'm here in Brooklyn, Iowa was the only place to fuel up before Salina, Kansas that had a decent fuel price that was in the network. And with my discount, it was, I think, $2.05 a gallon. So I went ahead and completely filled up there. And I put DEF in, because DEF, I don't get any kind of discount on DEF. It's $3 a gallon everywhere for DEF. So I plan on topping off in Salina, Kansas, and I haven't done research past there. I'll have to do some digging to see like what else is on my route that I can get some decent fuel at, because I'm going to need to get fuel at probably one more place before I make it to Troutdale, Oregon. Now Troutdale, I haven't checked to see if Troutdale is in the XPO fuel network, but even if it is not in the XPO fuel network, it's like $1.92 a gallon cash price in Troutdale. So even if I have to use the Comdata card, that's 15 cents a gallon off the cash price. That's still an amazing price. So I'm filling up a Troutdale regardless. I don't know if I'm going to be using my XPO card or the Comdata card, because I haven't checked to see what my XPO discount is there. Got a car. There's somebody there. I see something flapping. Looks like it's an abandoned vehicle, maybe? I don't know. They had towels over the window. That's what was flapping. They had a really bad blowout. Oh man, somebody driving down this dirt road is just like dusting. Dusting the interstate. That's pretty much got you caught up. I have two different places that I'm considering parking until I can deliver this load at 5 a.m. And my delivery and my pickup on my next load, I don't have 10 hours off on either one of those. This Walmart delivery is really stupid the way they have it scheduled. It's basically the way they have it scheduled is for like a team drive, because it's just the pickup time and the delivery time are the time difference between them just doesn't make any sense for a solo driver. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it, but you can't take 10 hours off, and you can't deliver it right when you get there. So you're going to be past your 14 by the time you get to the delivery window, but not long enough to take a 10. So I'm going to have to use splits to be able to deliver this first load, and I'm going to have to use splits to pick up my next load, because from the delivery time to the pickup of my next load, I don't have enough time to take a 10-hour break. So yeah, it's it's just, oh my goodness. But once I get the next load, I'll be good to go for a long time. I have plenty of time on the next load. I think I have an extra day at least, maybe a day and a half, maybe 2 days. So I'll probably take a 34 on this next load. What I'm probably going to do is just drive it there as fast as I can possibly get there, and see if they'll take it early. And if they won't, then I'll probably chill at the TA in Troutdale and just wait for my delivery appointment and do a 34 there. I've never stayed at the TA in Troutdale. I am pretty sure I have fueled there before. At that specific TA, if I remember correctly, that thing was a pain in the butt to get to. Like, it was not like right off of an exit. You had to drive around town quite a ways to get there. Because I think I remember fueling up there when I drove for Swift like 15 years ago, and when I drove for that other over-the-road company. Everyone had you fuel up in Troutdale. I don't care if you only needed like 10 gallons. You stopped in Troutdale and you topped off. Because it was really cheap fuel, especially for the West Coast. Like, it's probably one of the cheapest places to get fuel in the entire country. And it's right there in the middle of areas where fuel is ridiculously expensive. But yeah, I'm going to have to plan my fueling around what the hell's going up. There's like a cop up here on the left. Might be an accident. Why would the cop be over on the left side of the road? Alright, I gotta be really careful of people just slamming on their brakes when they see a cop. Might be a construction, because like, it pisses me off that it's not just cops running red and blues now. Construction workers are running red and blues. Maintenance vehicles are running red and blues. Like, everybody's running red and blues these days. The pickup truck forgot that the cop was over there, whipped over, and now he's whipping back over. And there they go, slamming on their brakes. Maybe he just pulled somebody over, and they happened to pull over left lane. Yeah, it looks like he just pulled somebody over and they stopped in the left lane for some weird reason. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much the gist of this video. If it gets interrupted, I'm just going to upload it as is, because I think I covered all the major things. The Portland load is still up in the air. I have a rough idea of what I want to do with that load, but I haven't, like, really, like, trip planned it to a T yet. I haven't planned everything out. I need to check all of the possible fuel stops to see if there's anywhere cheap to top off before Troutdale, because I don't think I'm going to be able to make it all the way from Salina to Troutdale. That's the big thing about that load, is I'm going to need one more fuel stop. So now it's just going to be me rambling. One of the YouTube things I need to get caught up on is, I think her name, Kayla. I was going to say Kaylee. I think it's Kayla. Kayla Taylor and her girlfriend, which I don't know what her girlfriend's name is. But I think her girlfriend has her own channel. Like, I don't watch her girlfriend's channel. I don't think I've ever seen her girlfriend's channel. But Kayla Taylor is a driver I've been following on YouTube for a while. And she recently got terminated. I've been wanting to check up on her videos and see like what the hell's going on with her job search. I'm curious if she has any issues finding a job, being terminated for speeding. Because here's the thing on her. Whoa, this guy's pulling over to the shoulder. Having some issues. I heard a loud noise like an engine. Like a like noise, like something. It might have been why he was pulling over. But yeah, I've been wanting to get caught up on her recent videos to see like how the job search is going, because I'm really curious. She was terminated because of all of this monitoring equipment in the truck. These newer trucks have like they can tell how fast you're going all the time. They get alerts sent to your driver manager, your safety department. All those people in the company you work for get alerts every time you trigger an event. Like you go, whenever you're speeding, you trigger an event. Whenever you get out of your line, your lane or whatever, you go across the fog line or the center line, it creates an alert, triggers an event, sends it to somebody. All of those things get sent to somebody in review. Well, she got fired over that because it caught her going 80 miles per hour. And I've talked about this in a previous video where I mentioned her getting terminated from US Express. Most of these companies that have this monitoring equipment, there are threshold trigger events they can set on speed. One is an overspeed. It has nothing to do with the speed limit, and it's generally 3 to 5 miles per hour over your governed speed. So if you're governed at like 65, then like 70 or 71 would be an overspeed event. Then they have like an excessive overspeed event, or a critical overspeed event. The first one might be called excessive overspeed. I forget what exactly they're called. But there's a second overspeed event, which is generally set really high, like 80 miles per hour. So if you're governed at 65, it's generally going to be set somewhere around 80. If you trigger that second event of 80 miles per hour, at most companies it's going to be immediate termination. During orientation at USA Truck, they told us that if we ever hit 80 in one of these trucks, it's going to create a critical event and we will be terminated. And there will be no discussion over it. It's not something that they're going to talk about. You're not going to get a warning. They're not going to want to hear your side of the story. It's just immediate termination. No discussion. Well, apparently, Kayla had one of these excessive or critical overspeeds of hitting like 80 miles an hour down the truck. She admitted that she lets the truck coast downhill really fast. I think the trucks are governed at like 65, the US Express trucks. But she admitted that she lets the truck coast down the hill like 75 miles an hour. And so she got put on probation because it triggered one of these 80 mile an hour events. And then while she was on probation, she triggered a second one and she got canned. show up on would be your DAC or the company's personal record on you. Those are the only two places. So I'm really curious as to how that's going to affect her hireability. So I'm wanting to check in on her videos and see what she says about the feedback she's gotten on places that she's applied, if she's even applied anywhere. I'm pretty sure her and her girlfriend were banking at U.S. Express. She didn't want to talk about exactly how much she was making, but she said that one of the reasons she feels so bad about leaving U.S. Express, losing that job, is because they were making a crazy amount of money there. She said that they got like all their credit cards, everything paid off. I think they paid off all their cars. Like they paid off all of their debt while they were working there because they were making just tons of money. And she said, you hear about these places paying 60 cents a mile for team drivers. She said that's nothing compared to what U.S. Express was paying. So she didn't say what U.S. Express was paying her, but if 60 cents a mile is nothing, then I'm guessing it's got to be at least 75 cents a mile, or 60 cents a mile would be nothing. And that's pretty crazy money. That's really good money. 75 cents a mile. It's basically a shared income with, she was driving with her girlfriend, so that was their household income, was total revenue on the truck. And she said that they were easily doing over 5,000 miles a week. I think she said that they were doing over 6,000 miles most weeks. So they were probably making $2,500 a week apiece, which is it's basically what an owner-operator makes. That was a pretty good job. So I want to get caught up on my YouTube drama. All the people I follow on YouTube. Karagi still posts videos on occasion, not nearly. Well, he didn't post videos too terribly often when he was driving. He would go a couple months in between videos sometimes. But he's trying to find some other ways to keep people watching videos about him. He's probably trying to turn it into revenue. Because I don't know what he's planning on doing for a job now, since he's non-hireable in the industry because of his driving record. But the last few videos I think he's put out have been like reaction videos. He's trying to get people to watch him do reaction videos. Truck I was passing, whenever I was moving over, he went onto the shoulder. And I was like, did I move over that close to him that he had to take the shoulder? No, I was quite a ways ahead of him. I think he was just like having issues with whoever in front of you is moving in one direction, you have a tendency to move with them. So I think he was just naturally just moving with me. And he accidentally drove onto the shoulder. This is good driving right here, out in the middle of nowhere, tons of room, people still, the van started to like move in on me. That's a much safer distance to merge over at. I'm fine with that. I'm just curious as to what's going on with everybody. A lot of the people that I really watching, they're not in trucking anymore. Kayla's not in trucking, Karagi's not in trucking, Crazy Bags isn't in trucking, Just Jin, I forgot what her channel name used to be when she was driving. She's not in trucking anymore. She's where I got almost all of my, she's the main reason I'm driving for USA Truck, because I got almost all of my info from her videos. What's his name? Rich. Yay, we're in Missouri. Rich. What's his channel name? I forget what his channel name is. It's Crazy Bags, I think, best friend. Rich something. He quit Prime. He's still driving truck though. He just went local. He's driving for KLLM. But he doesn't. I don't think he does as many videos now that he's local. He pretty much just does the same thing every day, so it's probably not as interesting. He probably just doesn't know what to do videos about, since he's just going to be doing videos on the same damn thing every day. Which the same could be said for almost any over-the-road driver. You're just doing the same damn thing every day. Driving down the road. 110 miles to Kansas City. Probably about 3 hours away, if I had to guess. We're about 2 hours from Kansas City, and Ottawa is about 30 miles, 40 miles past Kansas City. So it's 5 p.m. right now, and we're 2.5 to 3 hours away. That puts us there at like 7:30 to 8 p.m. And I was initially estimating, well, I guess I might have, I must not have logged into DriveWise, or it screwed up or something, because I have not been getting alerts about way stations. Way station at 1 mile. Maybe this is one of the newer ones that has the pre-pass signs out there that tell you whether you have to go in or not. Either that or it's closed, hopefully. I don't know, I'm not worried about being overweight. It's only 20,000 pounds. It's red. I can see the sign is red. That doesn't always mean closed, though. Sometimes open is in red. I was having all kinds of problems with the ELD, and I ended up logging in and logging out. It's closed. I ended up logging in and logging out of it multiple times and restarting the device, and I finally got it fixed. What I think it is that they run updates and it screws stuff up, and you have to do a whole bunch of stuff to like get the program running correctly again, because it's running on like VMware. It's a virtual application. So whenever you are logging out of the device and turning off the device and stuff like that, the application is still running on the server. So there's some things you have to do to get it to restart that application on the server. It's basically logging out of it and then turning your device completely off, and it disconnects you from that app, and there's no one assigned to that app, and after a few seconds it'll shut down the app, and whenever you connect again it'll open you a new one. That's my understanding of what I'm doing whenever I finally get it to work again. But I'm maybe in the process of doing that. I know I remembered to log into DriveWise, but maybe I restarted it again after that, and I didn't log into DriveWise the second time, because DriveWise has not been triggering on the way stations, but pretty much every way station's been closed, so No, there was one that I had to pull into, but I got the bypass on it. I actually went into the weigh station, went across the weigh in motion, and they gave me the green arrow to go to the left and bypass the scales. If I was planning on stopping and logging in DriveWise at that scale house, but since I was in the left lane, it would have been a pain in the ass for me to get over into a parking spot to be able to stop and log into DriveWise, so I just kept rolling. When I get on with Landstar, I think I have a choice. I don't think they tell you a specific ELD that you have to use. So, I don't know what I'm going to choose whenever I get on with them, but it's probably not going to be this crap, this Geotab. It is terrible. Everything you do on this thing is in a virtual app, and every time you press a button, it has to like go over the internet, and like, all kinds of things have to happen because there's a massive delay on everything you do. Sometimes it's a lot worse than other times. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble really bad. Fireworks. How do these fireworks places stay in business when we only have like one holiday per year for fireworks? Fireworks World, fireworks, Shelton fireworks. There's like 3 or 4 fireworks places here or more. We did just cross into Missouri, so maybe Iowa doesn't allow fireworks and people come across state lines to buy fireworks here. How does a fireworks place stay in business year round? I don't understand it. It's one of the great mysteries of life. Every day was like this for driving. Most of my drive has been chaotic, but just pretty much since I got onto I-35, it's been really nice. 88 and 80 were crazy. 35 was a little chaotic at first, but after I got a little ways away from Des Moines, it cleared up real nice. But I think I should wrap up the video. It's like 46 minutes. I've been looking at the load board, trying to find a load out of Portland. I think any load that I get directly out of Portland is going to suck. So I kind of need to wait until I make this delivery because I can only have 3 loads on me at a time. So I need to have 2 load spots to pick a load out of Portland because I don't want to just grab a load, a crappy load out of Portland that gets me to an area that I think is going to, like, there's a good load there right now and hope that that good load's still going to be there, and then it end up not being there, and I'm just in another spot, and then I'll have to grab another crappy load to get to another area to hopefully get a good load. I don't want to get into that position. I want to be able to get a good load. I heard of people that like plan out their entire week before they leave their house. Man, that guy's front drive tire is wobbling really bad. At least that's what it looks like. It could be my imagination. That reminds me, I need to get my tire pressure checked on a tractor. It supposedly had an inspection and the tire pressures were all good, but I don't trust it. You know, I've been meaning to swing into a Love's, but the tires need to be cool. I can't just like swing in there, you know, hey, oh, there's Love's, let's pull in there and have them check my tires. The tire pressure will be really high. I need the truck to set for several hours and completely cool off before they check the tire pressure. I should have done it at my damn house before I left, but I got lazy and didn't do it. It's not so much that I got lazy. I mean, that was a big part of it, but I just didn't want to like draw even more attention to my truck, because my truck is not supposed to be parked in my neighborhood, and none of my neighbors have said anything yet. But the more I push it, I don't want to go out there and work on the truck, because that's another big no-no. You're not allowed to work on vehicles that are parked alongside that are parked in the residential, in the roadway. You're only allowed to work on cars that are in your driveway, and I can't fit the truck in my driveway, so it's parked along the roadway in front of my house. Can't think of anything else to talk about. I think I'll just end the video there, and thanks for watching. Have a good one. Hope you're having a great day. I hope that you enjoyed watching the road and the scenery with my really low bit rate and terrible video quality I have it set to. Keeps the video sizes really small. Instead of like 10 gigs to upload, I have like 50 megabytes. Much more manageable. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I'll try to keep the videos coming so I don't have to cover 2 or 3 days every video. I try to do them more frequent. I'm always trying, but I keep getting interrupted on videos. Other things happen and stuff. But thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.